YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Jason. We're back for another MLB game day breakdown for September 3rd. So if you want to get some winners for all today's games, make sure you watch this entire video. Let's get straight into it.
Let's smoke the books.
The lock talk.
And yeah, man, we got our loaded slate. I have not been on YouTube for a good minute, but I'm gonna talk about every single game, my view on every single game before the games come out. But obviously, if you want to know every single play that we got, make sure you come here to my premium chat. It's been a while, man. But we have NFL coming back on Thursday, so you already know there's a lot to get going. But let's go straight talking to it, man. Today I had a winning day. Went 2-1 in premium, so I had 3 straight winning days. So I hope to keep on doing it, man. So if you want to come join me, I'm gonna break down every single game on the board, and I'm gonna go out of the order though. So the first game on the board I'm gonna talk about is this Detroit game, man. The Mets against the Tigers. And look, man, I'm going to say it right now. The Mets, they have one of the best offenses in the MLB against right-handed pitching. And they're going against an absolute bum right here. Casey Mize, man. Casey Mize has been struggling ever since the All-Star break, giving up 5 earned runs against the A's in his last start, a game that we bet him against. That was an absolute blowout winner. And I think Clay Holmes on the other side should deliver. He's been pitching fairly well. But the thing I will say is, this Tigers offense right here, let me see if I can pull it up right here. They've been incredible all season, not just all season, but even recently as well. So I do lean the Mets. I think the Mets have a good chance, but I do think at the same time, even though I do think Casey Mize can get touched by this Mets offense, I also think on the other side, the Tigers can also get to Clay Holmes and a bullpen of the Mets that has not been too stellar. So for those reasons, man, I'm going to go with not a side, but I'm gonna go with the total, man. So give me the over 8.5 runs in the Mets Tigers game. That'll be my first pick if I have to pick from this game on the board. Let's see. All right. Oh, it keeps on going on. It's not Tuesday, man. It's Wednesday. All right, but let's go talk about this next game. It was right above this Mets one. It's in my write up, but the Marlins against the Washington Nationals. 2 teams, in my opinion, they got nothing to play for. Not just my opinion, but they got nothing to play for. So it's kind of interesting looking to bet on these teams. Yuri Perez on the Marlins side, I believe, is a better option, even though he had a rough start against who? That's right, the Mets. Mets, red hot team. Mitchell Parker, he's been struggling all season long. He's had a few instances where I actually backed him and he won, but he has an ERA near 6 right here, 5.94. It's absolutely insane what he's been doing, man. Parker is worse on the road, but he's not that much better at home, man. So I don't know. Even so, if you look at his last time against the Miami Marlins, didn't fare too well. I don't know. The Nationals have not been playing well in most of his games. I think, to be honest, there's a reason why this Marlins team is favored. I think the Marlins are the better team. They've been playing better. I gotta go with the Marlins in this one. It's not my favorite spot on the board, but among 2 bad teams, I think this has been the better one with the better bats and potentially even the better starting pitcher. All right, man. Next game on the board, we got a really good one. They got the Texas Rangers against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I'm gonna say it straight. Like, Arizona Diamondbacks this year have been the biggest flop of the year. I cannot believe they are so bad. They traded the farm, gave up Suarez, they gave up Naylor, so many guys. But at least they kept Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll, right? So hopefully they can come back at some point. But I used to love that team. They were one of my most profitable teams. But both starters, Leiter and Zach Gallen, are solid. But, I mean, let me hold that back. Gallen has been solid recently, but was an absolute fade in the beginning of the year. Leiter's been okay. He's had some good starts, some bad starts. There was one point he was one of the most profitable first 5 pitchers. I don't know if that's still the case, but the one thing I just got to say is the Diamondbacks bullpen is absolute garbage. I mean, potentially the worst bullpen in the MLB, maybe even worse than the White Sox. But the Rangers, you know, they don't have the huge batting advantage because I still believe a few guys are out, and Simeon and oh my God, I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but another big bat, Corey Seager. I think both of them may still be out. So if they are out, those are 2 big bats that the Rangers do need. I'd say AZ probably has better batting for a little bit of an extent, but I just think the pitching mismatch is so large. I'm surprised we're getting Texas at a plus price, but I think it's because the Texas Rangers, they're missing bats, and they've been hitting okay still, but not as good as if they would have had both Seager and Simeon. But maybe they're coming back tomorrow. I doubt it based off this line, but I do think Gallen's been pitching better. But if this game's remotely close, I can see the Rangers pulling it off at the end. So I'd say give me the Rangers at plus money. That's why I'll lean. All right, guys, next game on the board. We got the Baltimore Orioles against the San Diego Padres. Nestor Cortez, nasty Nestor from the Yankees, is playing against K. Povich, who, I mean, the one thing is, I'll say the Baltimore Orioles have a lot of familiarity with Nestor Cortez because Nestor Cortez did play in the Yankees. So just because they're playing the Padres doesn't mean they're not familiar with Nestor Cortez at all. But similar offenses actually versus left-handed pitching. But the Padres bullpen, in my opinion, even though they've had their blow-ups, has been much better. Orioles haven't done much since Povich starts despite his decent pitching. And I'd also say, based on what I've looked at on this game, that Baltimore lost Povich's last 5 games. So I don't know. Maybe they just can't back this guy. But I'll say this. I think the bats, even though on paper, they're even against left-handed pitching, I'd say the Padres are more talented, man. I mean, I'm so surprised. Like, I'll be honest, I've lost the last 2 games I backed them, but I'm not surprised they've not been doing better. They have so much talent. They should be crushing guys. And they have really good pitching, man, but some of the pitchers have not been doing that well. Who I think is a better starting pitcher? I'm a Yankees guy. I hate Nestor Cortez. He's been terrible. He's had 1 good start or maybe 1.5 good starts with the Padres. I think this game, both bats can get to each other's starting pitchers. But I think if there's a winner, it has to be off the Padres bullpen, man. So I don't want to lay this price really, but I do think we do have some type of advantage. I think the game, at least in the beginning, is close. So my pick for this game, it's not a strong one though, is the Padres money line. So that's why I'll lean on this game, Padres money line, but maybe Orioles first 5 or something like that. But we'll see how that game, I mean, I don't know. It's a tough one though. It's a tough one. All right, next game on the board. I'm going to skip around. I'm going to go to the Dodgers game. Dodgers against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And, hey, I almost gave it out, but I think the Pirates won their last game against the Dodgers this past night. But, dude, it's not been just this year, but even I think for the past 2 years, for some reason the Dodgers struggle or don't do significantly well against this Pirates team. Money line, run line, all together. I mean, they just lose outright a lot of the times, and this is not just anecdotal. The Dodgers overall, though, have a poor run line record. I mean, it's always been like that. Dodgers are not a great team to bet on the run line for the most part. It's had a losing record this season. Shohei Ohtani started for the Dodgers. Obviously, big name value. I mean, people love Shohei, man, but he has a losing record despite being always a heavy favorite. Braxton Ashcraft actually has pitched fairly well, 1 earned run or less in 4 straight games. And Ashcraft, he's been limiting hard contact, man. So I actually think he has a lot of good stuff. Look, I'm gonna have to do it, man. I like the Pirates plus 1.5. I think they can win money line too. Pirates, for some reason, especially 2 years ago, have always played these Dodgers team really well. I don't know if the Dodgers just sleep at the wheel or the Pirates just get up extra just to beat this Dodgers team. But yeah, man, give me the Pirates. I think we honestly have starting pitching advantage. Of course, the Dodgers have the batting advantage, but I think this game could be a lot closer than you think because I do think Ashcraft is pretty good. All right, next game on the board, though. We got the Toronto Blue Jays against the Cincinnati Reds. I just had a big over with this game, man. Over 8.5 scored like in the 2nd inning or something. But Shane Bieber against Zach Littell. I do think even though Shane Bieber's just off injury, he's better than Zach Littell. Blue Jays, in my opinion, also have a better bullpen, even though no one's bullpen did well. Every pitcher got absolutely crushed today. But, for me, man, Zach Littell just gives up too many home runs. That's the one thing I don't like about him. Like, he either pitches very well, but he definitely gives up a lot of contact. And I said it before, man, the Blue Jays are a much better team at home than on the road, but a pitcher-friendly ballpark like this, I'm a little concerned with Zach Littell. Zach Littell's also not pitched very well in any of their starts. We'll see how the Cincinnati team does against Bieber. I mean, they woke up today against Barrios, but I don't think Barrios is that good of a pitcher. We'll see how Shane Bieber does in the rest of his games going forward. But, hey, this is a tough place for him to pitch on his third game back. With that all being said, though, I do think I will lean with Toronto money line. I think they'll win or an over in this game. That's why I'll kind of lean. And right now it's at 8.5. I can see for sure, even though Bieber's had really, really good starts, maybe getting touched up in this game. But I think Zach Littell could definitely get cracked or give up some runs. So I'm gonna lean with the Blue Jays, but I also like this over as well. All right, guys. If you guys been with me this long, man, thank you so much. It's been a while. I gotta get in the flow of this so I can get through some of these things faster, but we're gonna keep on pumping, man. We got a few more games left and I'm out of here. But before I do, man, if you do want to get a free chance to get a free daily card from me, make sure you comment on this video. I'm gonna pick a winner on the next video and subscribe. It's the only way you can win, man. But all right, don't say I didn't tell you, man, when we get into football. Next game on the board, we got the Cleveland Guardians against the Boston Red Sox. And look, man, we got Logan Allen against Bernardino. I haven't seen his name in a minute, but Logan Allen's underlying numbers are poor overall in 2025. He's been very disappointing. It's very difficult to pitch as a left-handed pitcher against this Red Sox team, who's been really good against left-handed pitching even since last year. Guardians offense, it's one of the worst in the MLB, man. So I can't really look either way, even though Bernardino, he's not done that great against this. Even though he's not done that great against this this Cleveland team, and he's done okay in 2025. In 2025, I'm gonna lean with Boston, man. The offense. I can't back this Cleveland team, man. No matter what they've done in their recent games, overall they still haven't been that good. I think Logan Allen gets touched up, and we see Boston get a W. Give me Boston at a decently sized favorite. All right, next game on the board. And wow, whoever bet on the under in this game got cracked because Wu and Rasmussen both got smoked. But now we got George Kirby against Adrian Hauser, and this is an interesting one, man. I like this game a lot, man. I think first of all, I'll say George Kirby has excellent numbers against his current Rays lineup. 27% K rate. That's absolutely incredible. Adrian Hauser on the other side, though, is the opposite. He has poor history against his Mariners team. 11% K rate, and then over almost a 400 expected batting average. Kirby, in my opinion, by far is the better starting pitcher. And I think the Mariners can hold their own offensively and definitely pitching wise. So at a not a huge favorite, but obviously this is on Novig. It's probably one of the better books in the market. If you do want a link for 50% off your first deposit, I'd say go check the link in the comments, or I put something in the pinned comments. Go check it over there, man. It's a really, really good prediction market, and I use it all the time. So I'll go with the Mariners. That's where my lean will be on this game. All right, guys. Next game on the board, we got the Los Angeles Angels against the Los Angeles against the Kansas City Royals. Ryan Berger against Chris Dana. I don't really know who this is. I haven't done as much tape study or as looks into it. Berger, though, got absolutely cracked in his last game, but he actually did well for me, a recent game. But even though he's been on the Royals, he didn't do well in his last. I mean, actually, my bad. He's gotten cracked in his first two starts, but the last game he did very, very well. Angels woke up. They got me a team total over today. But I'm going to skip this game, man. I'm not really too sure who to back because I really don't know Cavalli too well. Ryan Berger did look good in his last game. But I don't want to lay minus 175 with the Royals, man. I do think this Angels team can possibly get hits off him. I mean, they're pretty familiar with him as well, especially when he was on the Padres. So I'll skip, but I'd say maybe this game could really be an over game or maybe some type of Angels team total again. But yeah, game I didn't really take too much focus in on, to be honest. Next game on the board. Next game on the board. We got the Philadelphia Phillies against the Milwaukee Brewers. We got Jose Quintana against Aaron Nola. So Aaron Nola got cracked the last time I bet against him. He was playing the Braves, got absolutely smacked. And this Milwaukee team is a dangerous team. They can definitely get to him. But at the same time, man, I think Quintana can also get cracked. You got to remember, too, the Brewers, they're missing one of their closers. He got hurt, I think, in the Blue Jays series. So their number one closer, I mean, that's not very, very good at all against a dangerous Phillies team. I think this game could go over, or I'll lean with the Phillies, even though I do think Nola can get touched. Among the 2 starting pitchers, Quintana, some guy I liked. He's done much better this year, but Phillies can definitely get to Quintana. I mean, they have a lot of familiarity with him as well. So give me an over in this game, over 9 runs. This game might go to 8.5 or 9.5, but I like an over in this game. I think we see runs on both sides. All right, guys, we're almost at the tail end. Let me see if I gotta pull this next game up. The Atlanta Braves against the Chicago Cubs. Cade Horton against Bryce Elder. And look, Elderman's not a guy I've been back at all this year. He's not been one of my favorite pitchers. He gives up a lot of contact, man. This Chicago team has, even though they've not been that good recently, again, they do have the talent to get to these starters. But at the same time, Cade Horton's another guy that, he's been pitching okay, man. 2.9 ERA. Pretty good strikeout stuff. I got to go with Cade Horton. I think the Chicago Cubs have the better starting pitcher. And the bats kind of even out a little bit. But I do think the Cubs have higher potential. They have a higher ceiling. But definitely a bigger number, though. But give me the Cubs on the money line for this one. All right, guys. Last 3 games on the board, man. This is the game that prevented me from sweeping, man. I should have taken A's first 5 and set full game money line, but I think we'll have to do it here, though. Athletics against the St. Louis Cardinals. We got Jeffrey Springs, who's been, pretty good in certain spots against the St. Louis Cardinals. And Springs, man, I mean, he's not that bad, man. Cardinals have been okay against left-handed pitching so far in the recent month. But the other side, Liberatore, he's been okay, man. I say he had some spots. There's good strikeout stuff. The one thing I will say is that this Athletics team, they got Nick Kurtz back. They didn't get the win today, but they are a dangerous team. And they've been good against lefties too, man. So I think this game's a pick 'em. But I do think the Athletics have the starting pitching edge in my opinion. So I'll go with the Athletics first 5. They've been one of the best first 5 teams in the MLB, and that's because their bullpen's not that good. Go figure. I should have taken them first 5 today, man. But I'm not gonna do that mistake today. I'm going to roll with the A's again, but this time on the first 5 money line. I think the starting pitching is pretty close, but I do think we have a big batting edge, and I think we see it early with this game. And all right, guys, let's see the last 2 on the board. We got the New York Yankees. The Yankees against the Houston Astros. The Yankees absolutely mopped them. And I think, they could possibly do it again. I mean, Astros bats have just not been showing up, man. That's all I got to say. So I do think even though the Astros, Alexander's been doing better recently. He's 4-1 record. I mean, Will Warren's had his spots. He relies on strikeout stuff. Astros don't strike out too much. They do have Yordan Alvarez back, but I think the Yankees has been on absolute fire, man. But the bats for the Yankees have just been hitting better, man. So I think the starting pitching is kind of a wash. I'd say the Astros have a better bullpen, but I mean, yeah, man, the Yankees, they're hitting this well. It's hard for me to fade them at a really close price. Do think the Astros have a better starting pitcher per se, but Yankees, man, giving me Yankees in the money line. I roll with them. And all right, guys, the last game on the board, the San Francisco Giants against the Colorado Rockies. German Marquez against Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray, man, I mean, he could get cracked. I mean, he has that strikeout stuff. The Rockies have been hitting a lot better. And go figure. I think they hit the over when I don't bet the over, and could have gotten a sweep that other day too, man. It's just that one game, man. One game the past few days has prevented me from getting a sweep, but it's okay. As long as we're winning, that's all we care about. But regardless, I think, yeah, the Giants are the better team, man. But I do think this game could definitely go over. I mean, Robbie Ray, even though he's a very strikeout pitcher, I mean, he avoids bats. He gets cracked too, man. I mean, the Rockies have been hitting a little bit better. And I also think German Marquez, even off injury, he's absolutely terrible. He does have Coors Field experience, but yeah, for me it's over or nothing. Ain't no way I want to lay -2 with the Giants, even though they've been playing much better. And I think that we can see runs on both sides, man. So guys, thank you so much for my return back on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys do want to tap in to get all my plays, make sure you hit that link down below. I left a special discount for everyone who's watching the YouTube, man. Much love, man. I hope to see you in the football season and the rest of the MLB. I'll see you in the next one, man. Good luck.